Let me just get to the point. This is one of the most important videos you'll ever see. If you don't pay attention to this, please don't blame yourself later on, 20 to 30 years from now, on why you were never able to build wealth for yourself. It's time to get serious. Let's talk about it. What is going on? Welcome to the Flaming Profits YouTube channel, where we teach you how to become a more profitable investor, as well as how to build wealth and become financially successful. This is one of the most important aspects in your life, and it's going to play into every decision that you make, whether your children get to go to school, what type of lifestyle will your family have, what type of legacy will you leave behind for your future children. This is all very important, and I want you to take care of your financial life. That is why I made this channel, so make sure you subscribe, like this video, and let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the reality is, you will never get rich trading your time for money. There is no way in the world that you'll become rich as an employee. So you have to change your mindset of trading your time for money and instead owning things. You become rich by owning things. This is essential, and this is a concept that you need to understand. What do all the top 10 billionaires have in common? They own something that has appreciated in value. It is worth more than it was before. Jeff Bezos, Amazon, back then it was just a library internet company, so you could buy books online. And guess what? It might have been worth a few $100,000, maybe 1 million. But guess what? He kept on growing that company, and since Jeff Bezos is the owner, it has appreciated. What is Amazon now? It is one of the biggest companies in the world. So thanks for him to being an owner, not just an employee of Amazon, then the company was able to appreciate in value, and that's how he is a billionaire. Same thing with Microsoft, same thing with Apple, same thing with Google. Those are all companies that someone started and they appreciate in value over time. So the only way that you're going to achieve high levels of wealth is by becoming an owner or being an investor. All these people either had investments, or they owned a company, or they owned something that appreciated in value. Assets that you own appreciate way more than the amount of work that you can do, and it is much easier for you to allow your investments, to allow your ownership and whatever it is to appreciate in value, than having to work to create that value. So for example, also Warren Buffett, he didn't necessarily own any company. He just knew a lot about investing and made sure that he made the right purchases and investments in the right companies, and thanks to his investments they appreciated in value, and that is how he was able to create his billions of dollars in net worth. Let me give you another more direct example. So homes generally appreciate in Texas about 5 to 7% per year. They've been appreciating a lot recently, but generally you can expect about 3 to 6% every year of appreciation in every year for any homes that you own. And let me give you this an example of a house that I own. So the market has been really crazy, but this is just an example. But last 30 days, it went up $17,800 in 30 days, 1 month, which is about 7.4%. So I know this is crazy, but generally you can expect about 3 to 6% every single year. But let's just take this as an example. So do you really think that I made $17,000 in my job in 1 month? No, but I do get to reap the rewards of this because me being the owner, I get to reap the rewards, just like Jeff Bezos being the owner of Amazon. Once the company's appreciated in value, it's grown more, and now it's worth more money, then you're basically worth more money too because you own that investment. So let's take a look at another house that I'm in contract. You don't have to stop on the first investment that you own. You can actually own multiple houses. Basically, whatever it appreciated, why just reap the rewards of one investment? If you can have 10 investments that go up 5%, let's say you own 10 houses and they all go up 5% in 1 year. Do you think that's going to be more than your income from work? Absolutely. That is why you need to put yourself in an ownership position where you get to control assets. And the great thing about real estate is that you get to leverage your money. So for example, let's say you buy the 250 house and you put $50,000 down. You actually only invested $50,000, but the house is worth $250,000, so you're controlling $250,000. So the house is not gonna appreciate 5% of $50,000. It's gonna appreciate 5% of $250,000, and the $250,000 might actually not be what you pay for it over time, because if you're leasing out the property, you're basically not paying for the mortgage at all. So essentially, it's all free. All it costed you was $50,000. And then once the property is paid off, you basically get your $50,000 back and way more. Let me give you this example with 10 houses. Essentially, if all of your 10 houses appreciated by 5%, you're actually creating tons and tons of wealth just because of that appreciation, not to mention if you're making rental income. And on top of that, you're not really paying for the loan or anything. All you invested was $50,000, so you're making the percent return of the total price of the house, not the $50,000 that you invested. So that's a way of leveraging your money. Essentially, here I'm showing you that you can just multiply the total return times the number of houses that you own. So the more houses you own, the more return you're actually getting. And what's crazy about this is that you don't actually need to actually pay for the loan that you're getting for these properties. So $1 million invested, 5% return every year, it's about $50,000 of annual growth that you're getting to your net worth. So you don't necessarily need to do any work. It's just you're putting yourself in a position of ownership. Once you become an owner of things, if they appreciate in value, then you're going to reap the rewards. So this is a concept that I want to make sure that you grasp and that you continue to think about. You really do mean a lot to me, even though I don't know you personally, but I'm here to reveal all the truths and everything that I know in regard to building wealth and become an example for you. I want to show you that it doesn't matter how you grew up, the kind of examples that you have, you can actually build wealth and become someone of high value and someone who can provide, someone who can help out your community, and basically destroy this barrier that wealthy people have, where most of the time they're not able to help us who might not know everything. So yeah, that's how this stuff works. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I'm always open here, and I try to be as authentic as possible. I try to show you every move that I make financially to improve my life. So I want to hear from you in the comment section. How will you put yourself in a status of ownership, whether it's through stocks, investments, real estate, anything like that? Thank you so much for joining the Flaming Profits YouTube channel for this video. Make sure you subscribe. You definitely do not want to miss out on any upcoming videos from this channel. Make sure you like this video. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you learned something new today. If you have any questions, I do have a bunch of real estate content coming up. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions. What journey are you on? What path? Are you stuck with something financially? Let me know what you struggle with the most. I'm here to help. And if you want some free stocks, free money, I do have a ton of links in the description down below. For example, M1 Finance will give you $10 to begin investing with them. Robinhood will give you a free stock. I do have all sorts of links here. I'll show them here on the screen, but they're all in the description if you're interested. Alright, other than that, like this video, subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Peace.